Now, with Riot fucking over the jungle again, with nerfs to smite, health potions, and neutral objectives, meanwhile increasing the RP prices in this already rapidly declining economy. Thus, I've decided to give my 2 cents on helping out with the eradication of League of Legends players. But there's now one problem. The eradication of 125 million will probably make Kieran unhappy, so I need a way to make sure that no one knows that I'm the mastermind behind it. Something so discreet that it's untrackable, something so elaborate that it makes it completely untraceable. Hey! Did you know that one of the leading causes of deaths among young adults is suicide? Here's the runes, here's the build, I'll explain them later, just roll with it, as this, unlike my other guides, isn't just a set of runes and build. Instead, it has its own companion macro strategy. Otherwise, you won't be fuck jungler's karma, instead, you will just be running a down karma. Our macro strategy starts by finding the enemy jungler's starting camp. To do this, we'll be using an E2 Hawkeye advanced early warning flyer equipped with an APY-9 Radar from Lockheed Martin. As in the words of Lockheed Martin themselves, nothing hides from the APY-9 Radar, so I can only assume you will be able to play with fog of war turned off, allowing you to track and subsequently fuck over the enemy jungler. Oh wait, what's that? 99.97% of my viewers are from shit out of luxury, and the social economic structure there is so fucked that people don't have the disposable income to spend on an E2 Hawkeye? No wonder why their suicide rates are so high. Well, anyways, plan B is slightly harder to pull off, as you will need to induce approximately 69 years worth of emotional and psychological damage to the amygdala of the enemy's presumed existing brain within the span of a single league game. Aside from that, nothing else changes that much with plan B, as we'll be focusing on the weakest link, the jungler. Since they're probably already getting flamed by their teammates, all you gotta do is fan the fire by making his or her life as miserable as humanly possible. This is where smite comes in, as it allows you to RQ smite the enemy's first camp at exactly 541 HP. By doing this, it makes sure that the enemy jungler knows that they're your bitch, and they'll only get to play the game if you let them. Next is where Cosmic Insight and Minion Dematerializer comes into play. You can increase your damage to melee minions by 12% by using auxiliary Minion Dematerializers on them, and smiting away the cannon, then RQ the casters to complete your duties and obligations as a mid laner, allowing you, the innocent and naive entrepreneur, to start inducing emotional and psychological damage to the enemy jungler by invading, counter-ganking, invading again, and counter-ganking again, and again, and again, until the enemy jungler is down 3 levels and presumed AFK. Your options for successfully invading or counter-ganking the enemy jungler are pretty limited. My first option is to learn jungle tracking, which is extremely difficult to explain, so I'll go over option 2 instead. In the second option, a NAVSTAR Global Positioning System is assembled. But if you ever lose track of the enemy jungler, just carry out the mid laner's god-given right towards wolves and raptors. And no, it doesn't have to be the enemy's wolves and raptors. If the enemy hasn't AFK'd after 8 minutes, this is when you start doing what Karma does best, getting the enemy to cosplay the old man from Untitled Goose Game. During this little adventure, be sure to whittle the enemy into depression with your Frostfire Gauntlet, Q, Glacial Augment, and Chilling Smite to enhance the mental instability from the previous 8 minutes. In the unlikely event that his or her teammates have their minimaps turned on and you get pincered, simply use RW then E to make sure the tether doesn't break for a heal of 34% missing health, 42.5% missing health when you have Spirit Visage completed, and 45% when you have Cosmic Drive. Now Hextech Flash is used in case the enemy doesn't get a memo, as it lets the enemy know that your flash is on cooldown by replacing it with an Hextech Flash icon, giving them the illusion of being able to catch you, combining the psychological damage from you, the emotional damage from their team's own infighting, and the physical trauma from knowing that you don't have flash up, yet still being completely hopeless of killing this stupid fucking Karma, should be sufficient in helping them abort life. Now, with the realism trend in video games, Riot sure didn't want to miss out, so don't buy jungle item until 20 minutes, as Riot is trying to introduce realism to League of Legends by taxing you upwards of 90% golden XP from lane minions.